Hold on. What's going on with everybody? How are you guys living? Y'all give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Just want to make sure my sound is good, ladies and gentlemen, on this lovely, lovely weekend evening. I'm early, huh? Usually I'm doing it late night, but I'm early. I'm catching y'all early. We here early. So y'all pop on through. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Man, we're in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Wani. Let me do a quick roll call. Let me shout out some of the regulars while y'all come in the room. Let me shout out the regulars. Let me give them some love real quick before we get started. And we're going to take calls early and we're going to just shoot the breeze like we do. I want to touch on a few things before, but let me give a shout out to the regulars. Let me give a shout out to the regulars. Let me see. Black Wisdom. What's up, sister? I see you down there, beloved. You look like my wife down there. I low key thought she was spying on me from a fence there. I'm like, oh, what the hell my lady doing? You look like my wife down there. Um, BB. What's up to BB? I see. Let me see. Angel Kia. I see Angel down there. I see Vic, brother Vic in the building. Vic is always representing. I see Big Fox in the building. I see Joel C in the building. I know Joel, you coming down to the museum on the 21st, right? We got as usual, our good sister Wani in the building. We got Cassandra in the building. We got 666 in the building. We got Hannibal in the building. We got Detroit's last line of defense. Is that my brother Scott? If that's my brother Scott, give me a thumbs up. We got our rep from my ancestors in the building. We got Sweet. We got Ani Asaru in the building. We got Brother Maroc in the building. We got On Code in the building. Let me see who we got. A lot of folks. Um, um, Adonis, Soul Food, Brother Isaac, Kimla. We got Brother McCall, and we got Suntanned in the building. Shout out to everybody. Much respect to you guys. A lot of things we're going to touch on before we get the phone calls. What's up? I got my boy K. What's up, K? See my boy K in the building. Boy, we got a lot of folks in here very quickly. Shout out to everybody in here very early. Um, a lot of stuff going on. I mean, did y'all see the thing where Nick Fuentes, the arch white supremacist Nick Fuentes, they gave him a charge. He got charged for assault. He assaulted this woman. He pepper sprayed her because the woman came to his house and rang his doorbell. And he pepper sprayed her, and they gave him a charge. He got a charge, like an assault charge. And there was video of him, opening his door, and he just let loose with the pepper spray. Now, a lot of people got some things to say about that. Now, here's the thing. Here's my take on that. Nick Fuentes, he and I, we don't like each other. He is a vile anti-black racist. He is a vile white supremacist. And he's on several white supremacist watch lists. And he's Hispanic, by the way. That last name Fuentes, that's the black and brown, by the way. I always tell you about that black and brown. But Fuentes, he's a disgusting, vile white supremacist. Don't like him at all. Wouldn't defend him personally for nothing. But him getting charged for that, I actually disagree with it. To be honest, I actually disagree with that. I disagree with him getting charged for that, even though I don't like him. He ain't shit. I don't like him for nothing. I don't like him at all. I wouldn't defend him. But people coming to your crib hostile, because the woman was hostile. She was on some hostile shit. People coming to your crib, you should be able to defend yourself by any means, no matter what your ideology is. No matter what your ideology is. That's me. My thing is, if you're gonna do something, if people can protect themselves, it should apply to everybody. I don't like to pick and choose. See, we're going to have equal laws. This shit should be equal all across the board, even with people you don't like. Yeah, the law should be the law. Protection should be protection. You should be able to protect yourself. I don't believe people should be able to just come to your crib and you not defend yourself and you wait on them to do something, especially if they show up hostile. Nah, you don't know what somebody will do. You don't know, man. Folks will come up in your crib bussing. Remember, man, our brother Clarence Avon, the legendary and the late Clarence Avon, some fool ran up in this house and shot his damn wife. You don't know what's going on out here, man. Folks pull up to your crib, and these were elderly people. Just ran up in the house and killed that woman. Yeah, you don't know what people to do, man. And they come into your crib hostile. Man, you should be able to bust. She lucky she didn't just get some pepper spray. You go to the right house, hostile. You will get a real surprise. Yeah, I think people should be able to defend themselves in their homes. I really do. People should be able to defend themselves, even if you have an ideology somebody has that's different or whatever. You don't run up to their crib. Yeah, that's something else. That's something else. I think people should be able to defend themselves all across the board. Now, is Nick Fuentes a piece of crap? Yes, he is. This ain't about him. This is just about the policies of being able to protect yourself. Just the policies of being able to protect yourself. Everybody should be able to protect themselves from any type of hostility. That includes a piece of crap like Nick Fuentes. And again, I'm not defending that fool, but I'm just defending policy. I'm just defending policy. Um, but I digress. We got a lot of people in here. Speaking of policy, did y'all see that this one politician, quote unquote, um, they got her arrested on some Fed charges. She was funneling money. She was getting some money from the government or whatever, and then hiring her relatives, and then they would kick the money back to her. It was some kind of little scam they had. Um, she's out there, and I want to say it's in Massachusetts, and her name is Tania Fernandez Anderson. And there's a video of her, and the white supremacists are running with it. She was like yelling, smashing her fist down on the desk. God damn it, how the F can y'all gonna respect a black woman, the black woman, and just cursing and bumping her fist. How dare y'all disrespect the black woman? A black woman can't speak, and doing all that black woman talk. And her ass is scamming. She's damn Cape Verdean. That woman was born in Cape Verde, immigrated here. I think when she was 10, she just became a damn citizen in 2019. So yeah, I don't like when they do that now. When they start acting belligerent and all that stuff, they start yelling about how black they are. No, 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 no. You Cape Verdean. You got them charges, you Cape Verdean. That's a Cape Verdean woman who got some charges. Y'all stop putting that black woman thing. Y'all put all your ratchetness and debauchery behind black women. Keep that. I do not like that at all. Whenever people start doing something janky, oh, we the black, respect the black man, my blackness. No, nigga, you Cuban. Just be Cuban. Stop all these games. Let me get some folks in here. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get Sub Zero in the building. Sub Zero in the building. Then we'll get Boykin. Sub Zero, what's happening? And then we get Blackstreet and all right, Sub Zero, you got 10 seconds. Y'all better get y'all phone game together. I'm not gonna be on here letting folks come up and then y'all don't know how to unmute your mic. I'm gonna do it real fast.
Hello?
What's up? This Black?
Yes, sir, man. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, Black. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm fine, man. Listen, bro, I got on to you, man, maybe about a year ago after seeing you, I think it was an interview you did with Poetic Flacco on your jumper. Man, and I just gotta tell you, black man, down here in Bama, man, we love you, bro.
Man, and I love y'all. That's my home, man. I grew up down in Birmingham. And I gotta get back down there to visit the family, by the way. Sub Zero, you ready, brother? All right, Boykin. We're gonna get Boykin in here.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Hey, Boykin, how are you?
I am well. Just want to be brief. Uh, yeah, that Cape Verdean woman in Boston, she got what she deserved.
Mm,
Period. That's
mm,
how I feel about it.
mm.
Uh, but also look at it this way: she was on the city council in Boston. They call them councilors. So she was the duck. Mayor Wu is who they really want. Keep in mind, Wu is first generation American. Her folks came from Taiwan.
Mm.
Her grandparents were KMT, Kuomintang that came to the United States back in the day, and her parents came to lived in Chicago,
Okay.
and then went to school.
Mhm.
So also keep in mind that when Eric Adams he flipped, we all know he flipped.
Yeah.
So what goes on in Boston also goes on in New York City. So keep an eye on that. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Boykin. Shout out to you. All right. We got a lot of people in here. Nathaniel, you want to get on? Let me see what Nathaniel has to say. Nathaniel, what's going on, man? What does Nathaniel have to say? What's up, Nate? Unmute that mic, Nate. All right, Nate, what's going on, man?
What's up, Flex?
How you doing, Mr. Nate?
Can you hear me,
I
Flex?
can hear you. What's up, bro?
I'm doing nice. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good.
So I just had a question about reparations.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was talking to a buddy about reparations in order to explain it to him, and he had a question. So would every FBA be qualified for reparations, or just those who have ancestors who were slaves? Because as we know, not every black person in the 18th century was a slave.
Yeah, but you were still subjected to the same treatment because even if you were free, a lot of free black people were thrown into slavery. A lot of free black people were falsely put to work camps and prisons. Um, Free black people were overly taxed. We had those oppressive laws, so it was just as bad to a certain degree. And we had family members who were enslaved too, so it still affected us. Some of the free black people would have to purchase the freedom of their family members. So this was very, very common. So if you were here, you're a foundational Black American who was here
Hmm.
before 1865, you were qualified for reparations.
Interesting. I heard you say that there are some black people who had to work in prisons. You said they were slaves in prison.
Yeah, they had like prison camps.
Yeah, I think that's interesting that you say that because in your state, California, there was a prop where slavery is still technically legal.
Right.
In the incident of you being a prisoner, right? Slavery is a form of punishment in many states, including California. There's a referendum on whether or not they should ban slavery in the Constitution, and this referendum failed. So we know that California is liberal and that eventually it will pass where slavery would be banned, even in the event of you being imprisoned. Do you think that those people should receive reparations, given that they're forced to work in prison as it is now? And let's say they say I don't want to work, they get punished, they don't get good time, they don't get good behavior, they get treated hostilely. Do you think that once slavery is banned, that those people should receive reparations, those inmates?
It depends, and that would be separate from what we got going on. That'd be completely separate. Because that's the thing. Everybody wants to tack on all of these things that's associated with slavery for with reparations for antebellum slavery. Antebellum means before the Civil War. So a lot of folks tack on this other stuff. They want to kind of tackle mining and tackle discrimination. Reparations is not to fix racism. Our reparations is to pay the debt that was owed for building this country. And if there's some other things that needs restitution, that should be separate. But I just hate that everybody tries to pile on to our reparations claim. That makes sense?
Rick, I'll be honest with you. We can't do this. We can't set this precedent because it's going to bankrupt our country. If we FBA get the reparations, you're going to have so many groups claiming foul. Like I said, the inmates are going to claim foul. There are going to be more Native Americans that come out. There are going to be Afghans that come out and say, "Oh, you treated us badly abroad." We just can't set this precedent.
It
It's
can. Why
like,
can't we? Everybody else gets restitution, so it didn't bankrupt the country when they got it. So why is the sky going to fall when we get justice served for us?
well, I just presented you a scenario where inmates. I mean, if we go based off your logic, inmates could claim reparations.
No,
We can't have that happen. That's millions of people.
no,
Do you know how much money that would be?
that
There's tens of millions of people who have been in jail.
they can't. Because if you murdered somebody and you're in jail, you're not going to be able to file no suit saying that you were wrongly, unjustly treated. You got people in jail who actually are guilty of the crimes they committed. It's not where your skin color made you guilty of a crime. You were just guilty of not being white. That's completely different, sir. So no, it's not going to bankrupt anybody. It's not going to cause any.
But they were enslaved.
Um,
They were still enslaved, which in theory will become illegal one day. It didn't happen in California during this election, but it's going to happen the next or the next after that eventually,
so
given that
we,
California is.
that's going to happen. But we know that we, foundational Black Americans, were unjustly enslaved by name, and we couldn't get out of it because of the federal government. So
What makes it unjust?
well, you think it was just to put people in slavery based on color and put children and sell babies? You think that's cool? That's a yes.
No, of course not. But what I'm saying is that as much as you can say it's unjust, prisoners can also say that it's unjust, and they can use that as a way to get reparations. These inmates.
No, because a lot of people are in prison, they commit crimes. Yeah.
But someone should be subjected to slavery for, say, stealing a candy bar. Those people get prison time, and they have to work in prison. Is that just?
No, that's not just to be forced to work in prison, but being forced to be enslaved because you were born the wrong skin color. That's something different. Being forced to build up the country from scratch, that's something different. So it's not the same. And you know that. And I know this is kind of a troll.
But you just said that it was unjust.
This is
You just admitted that it was unjust, and in order to repair justice, as you say, you have to give them reparations. This is why reparations is going to set a bad precedent, which is why we shouldn't talk about it anymore.
that's a reach. Yeah, that's kind of a reach, and with a little sprinkle of trolling, and that's fine because we troll arguments.
Well,
But
that's how we see. That's how we see.
because troll arguments, because look, I know you're trolling, but unfortunately, white supremacists, they'll start trolling and then they'll put the troll stuff into law. So, I listen and I hear what you're saying, but it's kind of a bad faith argument. It's not the same, and it's not going to bankrupt the country, and we're going to be good. We're going to get the reparations, and we're going to send you back to Somalia. So you don't have to pretend to be a white man. All right.
You keep saying.
Nathaniel's a Somalian, by the way. He's not a real white man. His forehead looks like a moon pie. Okay, let's get Alamo. Let's get Alamo in the building.
Hello, Tariq. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Alamo?
I'm doing all right. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, brother. What city you in, by the way, brother?
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
There you go. Shout out to Texas. How far is Houston from San Antonio?
It's about 2.5 hours.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah.
Everything in Texas is 2.5 hours away. Everything. It's funny,
Hell yeah.
man.
I'm an attorney and I have to drive out to hearings and I'm going 2.5, 3 hours away just to go to a hearing. So it's crazy out here.
Man. So you're licensed in only in Texas?
Yeah, in Texas and all the federal courts in Texas. Yeah, I'm licensed there.
Cool, man. I love that. I love to see brothers in the field of law. So what's going on with you, brother?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to point out something that I don't know a lot of people are, peeping, but with the new Kendrick Lamar album, the first song, the Whacked Out Murals song, he said on that song, "Where you from? Not where I'm from. We're all indigenous."
Mm.
And I don't think a lot of people are talking about that, but I found that as real interesting and curious. So a lot of people with the Not Like Us song are talking about it was just cultural and it had nothing to do with race or lineage or anything like that. And you know, I feel like that's disputed right now. You listen to that song and he's saying, where you from, not where I'm from, we're all indigenous. So I think Kendrick is pretty much plugged in with the grassroots and knows what's going on as far as delineation,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I think so too. He's I think he's very abreast to what's happening. And speaking of Kendrick, a lot of people are giving backlash to Andrew Schultz for that whole buck breaking quote joke he was making about Kendrick about sexually violating, and y'all know about it. I'm not going to play the clip on my broadcast, but Andrew Schultz went on this long, weird diatribe about how he would um, sexually assault Kendrick, and just he just went into graphic detail about it, and people are like, "Man, what kind of joke is that?" So a lot of people feel a certain way about that quote unquote joke. This whole he went into a full buck breaking thing. And people are talking about just the undertones of it. It's just real weird. But family, I warned folks about alt right Andy for what 5 years ago. When did I debate Andy? I told y'all about Andy. Well, when did I go on there? I debated him face to face and ran circles around his ass, calling out his damn racism. I called him out a long time ago. So you guys are late, but better late than never. I was just waiting on y'all to catch up. Now people are finally catching up. So there you go. I've been told people about his little old racist ass gibberish. You dig? That is nothing new. All right. Very interesting. Shout out to everybody in here. I see Juicy down there. I see Black Alpha. I see Nikki the God. I see Nicety Girl. Flame Alchemist. I see Sister Annette in here. Annette always looking like she about to water some plants and sell insurance. Don't look at Annette picture. Annette look like an insurance lady. Like she sell insurance and Avon. Look like an Avon lady who can make some good ass brownies. Oh goodness. Let's see. Let's get Dr. Know It All in the building. Dr. Know It All in the building. What's up, Dr. Know It All? Unmute that microphone, Dr. Know It All, and then we'll get MX. But Dr. Know It All, you ready? Unmute the mic, brother. All right. Now, MX. Let's get MX in the building.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm really horny. Hello.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, you can bounce. I don't give a damn how horny you are. This is not that kind of party. Your voice was a little bit husky. So yeah, we don't want to hear from you. All right. It sound like you got some KY jelly and a dildo already in the room with you, Miss Nigga. Let's see who else we got in here. Because we do have a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. By the way, we got an event at the Hidden History Museum on December 21st. That's Saturday at 7 p.m. We got the Erectus Say 2024 holiday celebration. We got a bunch of funny ass comics. It's going to be a lot of comics. We got complimentary food, drinks. We got my buddy Dwan B is hosting. We got Big Ja going to be performing. We got Kevin Tate, funny brother. Henry Coleman, phenomenal comic. So we got some heavyweights, man. These guys are not a joke. Let me get Brother Vic in the building. Brother Vic in the building. All right. All right. And then we'll get B Hood and
Talking.
what's up, Brother Vic? Vic. Where you at, brother?
Okay, all right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We got you, Vic. What's up, brother?
All right. I'm sorry. Listen, this the button. It says to unmute. I'm sorry to waste your time. How you doing,
I'm
sir?
good.
How you doing, Uncle Tariq? I just want to let you know, man. I love you, brother. Keep up the good work. You know, I was cooking some pizza in the oven, so I almost burned my hand. So I was listening to you. So, can I ask you a
Go
question?
ahead, brother.
Now, damn, I forgot the question. I'm nervous, man. My bad. I'm gonna hang up.
All right, Vic, eat that pizza and call me back, brother.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Lord. Let's get B Hood in the building. B Hood.
What's going on, Tariq?
How you doing, B Hood? What's going on, brother?
Hey, brother, I have a quick question for you
Go ahead.
in regards to the museum. Now, listen, have you ever thought about putting like a area in there for selling books, like for Dr. Nellie Fuller? Our brother Nellie Fuller and Dr. Claude Anderson, our great leaders like that. and make the proceeds go directly to them. You ever thought about something like that?
Yeah, I can do that. If they holler at me and we can put that, yeah, I'm down to do that and help them out. Absolutely. And we sell books in there anyway. That's why y'all need to come down and visit when you are in LA. Let's get W in the building. W
Hey, brother T, I was thinking, what do you think about what's going on in Syria?
and where?
In Syria,
What's happening now? Something with the Assad, right?
yeah, man, it's crazy.
What happened exactly? Because this is happening in real time, and I didn't. What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's been happening for about 14 years, but there's some real serious shit going down right now.
Okay, it's very vague. Okay, somebody let me know what. Thank you, Beverly. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to the details, and it's just real vague. What's going on? Well, it's heavy stuff, buddy. All right, well, heavy stuff like what? Boy, it's real serious. All right, I would like for some details, but I'll touch on it later when I get more details about it, because everybody's being so vague. All right, let's get Infamous V. Let's get Infamous V in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Infamous V. All right, and then we'll get 21 Play, but Infamous V, hop in. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right, V, while we're waiting on V, 21, let's unmute your mic. All right, one of y'all. V, you good? All right. Come on, guys, come on. Let's get LFM. Let's get LFM in the building. LFM.
Hey, Tariq, am I free to speak?
Okay, now let me see who this is. Now who's this speaking?
I'm LFM.
There you go. What's now Europe and Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm Canadian, but I was actually born in Georgia.
Georgia, the country, or Georgia in
No, not Georgia, the country, Georgia, the state.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, how'd you get up to
No,
Canada?
my parents made that decision for me. I was born in Georgia, but I moved up to Canada when I was 4 years old. But Tariq, I just wanted to say how much of a big fan I am of yours. I don't mean to toot your horn, as they say. Um, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm actually African, but I 100% support you and the ADOS movement as well as FBA. Two of my sisters are married to African American brothers. One of my sisters is down in Florida, the other one's in New York. And I 100% agree with the movement that there have been people that come from other countries and they piggyback on your struggle and they try to take advantage of the struggle of the people that actually went through shit. Let me put it that in those terms. So I know like there's a lot of animosity, even though I was born in the States, just like all of you guys. I understand that there's people that had a harder time, and I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you, how much I support the movement, and how much I want reparations for people that actually went through shit. And I'm sick and tired of Kamala and Obama being a Kenyan trying to piggyback on the struggle of people that actually went through shit. Do you get what I'm
Now, what part
saying?
of your
Yeah,
family from?
no, go ahead, brother. Sorry, go ahead.
What part is your family from?
I'm actually mixed though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm half from Somaliland, half from Saudi Arabia. So my mom's Saudi Arabian, my dad's from Somaliland. So
Oh, so
I yeah.
you got a big forehead, but you can't cover it with a turban. Okay.
Exactly. Honestly, you should see me. Yeah, I don't have a big ass forehead, and I know Somalians are annoying us, but I'm not Somalian. I'm Somalilander. But the thing is, I know it's gonna sound weird, like some niggas like coming on here to, as the younger generation says, to glaze you. But I've been supporting your movement from day one because I genuinely understand is that you can't compare struggles. Like if like my mom drove through a Klan rally back in the day,
Oh, wow.
when I